Hello, how's it going? I am trying something new. So I've never made a YouTube video like this before. I've never made a series. I want to put this out there just as kind of a fun little side project of mine. I have made a purchase. I have bought a Cadillac. It's a 2002 Cadillac SLS, not an STS. Apparently they're different. This thing comes with a Northstar V8 dual overhead cam, notoriously terrible engines. Got great power, transmission feels fine. I drove it home, picked it up, $800. So $800, and interior super clean, no tears, no rips, AC works, body super clean. I'll show you guys a photo. It's just dirty and needs some love. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully get it for more. I'll kind of have sheets of everything I spend, everything I do. I'll try to record it all. Kind of splice it all together for everybody. So yeah, let's get going. I'll show you guys the car. Here is the car. Ignore the Ranger right here. This comes with the rear windows. They don't roll up or down. Get a crack in the windshield. But other than that, very clean body here. Can't really see anything. Bumper's dented. Wheels need some cleaning. But let's see. Get on the inside here. Got messed up trim here. Probably just glue back into place. Not here. I don't know if I left the key inside, but I'll have to come back and show you guys with the key how many miles this thing has. It's the crazy part. You'll see clean headliner. No stains, no nothing. Back seats are up because the battery's back there, and it had to be jumped before I picked it up. You guys see those blocks in the rear windows, and that one I'm gonna have to fix probably today. Anyway, back on the outside here. So yeah, see this? Got trim coming out. One of the tail lights is out. Should be a pretty easy fix. And I'll show you guys the engine. Yeah, before I forget, here's the key. Throw this key in here. Now, if I could show you, where is it? There you go, 108,000 miles plus some. Not terrible, starts right up. Oh, I lied, the battery's dead. Okay, I can't show you guys because the battery's dead right now, but I can at least show the engine here. Pop this little hood, and here you go. I took the cover off while I was at it, just checked everything, looking at all the fluids. It's got really old oil in it. As you can see, there's no crazy metal shavings, no blown head gasket yet. Still looking at the cap too. Ouch, hood fell on me. I got the cap here. Oh, nothing crazy. And then it's got some Dex coolant in there. Good old orange GM coolant. And this was my biggest worry here. Was it overheating? Drove it home. Living here in California, it does get pretty hot. You see some condensation up there. A little milky. But you know, you stick your finger in there. It's nothing too crazy. Take a little look down in there for me. Yeah, see, it's not terrible. I've seen worse. But I'm fully prepared to replace this head gasket if necessary. So, yeah, there's your little up close and personal look here. I'll get it running, show you guys it running. There we go. Jump pad connected. Key in hand. Let's get this started. So yeah, this trim is really annoying me, but that's an easy fix, I'm sure. A little bit of glue. There we go. Oh. There it goes. Starts right up. Surprisingly, AC blows cold. So now I'll show you what I'm talking about. You hear it. It's putting. It's surging too. Ugh. Yeah, no, this is definitely not perfect. See that? Shaking, not running good. But no engine noise. No lifter tick. Oh, shut up. Nothing crazy. Revs. So, yeah, just needs some work. Okay, so I kind of found a way to prop my phone up here. As you see, well, I don't know if you can see it from this angle. I kind of do, kind of can. The radiator is supposedly new. So some stuff was replaced. I can kind of see the valve cover gasket leaking. I did take some bolts off this cover here. I need to finish taking these off, and then I can get to the spark plugs and see how they look, because I'm pretty sure this is overhead spark plugs and coil packs. So yeah, I'll get to it. Okay, got one off. As you can see, it doesn't look too terribly old. I actually did not know that these are the coil packs. That was a thorough surprise to me. So they're built into the whole assembly, which I have a bad feeling can get pretty pricey. But you know, since it's all one piece, should be pretty easy to put back in. Now that boot being broken, a little bit of a red flag. Not too terribly crazy, but that could mean something. Somebody's tampering with it, you know. It could be anything. So yeah, just time to get the spark plugs out, because I'm pretty sure just peel off this boot here, I should be able to get in there. Oh, time to get back to work. You know what? I'm gonna be completely honest. Never seen a spark plug and coil setup just like this one. So I'm gonna assume that I have to take this boot right here, pull it off with pliers, but if I'm wrong, I'm gonna have to buy another one. Oh, look at that, I was right. So yeah, spark plugs down in there. These are very weird wires. I've never seen them exactly like this, so hey, you learned something new. So yeah, I'll rush and get all these guys out now, and we'll take a look. Okay, so I know I haven't gone through the codes with you guys. There was multiple codes. The big ones were, it has a camshaft sensor code, and it also has a misfire code. So I'm obviously, you know, my process of elimination is gonna be easy stuff. 108,000 miles, it's about time for a checkup. I don't know if it's ever had the spark plugs replaced, so be a good cheap thing. Replace the spark plugs, clean the fuel injectors, see what's different. If not from there, there's probably ways to test those coil packs. Since it's a random misfire, and I noticed that one plug controls all of the bank's cylinders for the coil packs, could be bad coil pack. On one of them, multiple, maybe bad connections. I don't know. There's ways to test that too. We'll figure it out. So I guess right now it's gonna be figuring out how these guys look. But I mean, it would make sense, random misfire. I'd have to recheck the code, because it might be one bank only. If it is one bank only, that should really help with my theory here, but you know, I'm really not sure, and so I don't want to, you know, suggest an idea. Oh, still has to come out more. Don't want to suggest an idea that, you know, I'm not completely sure on, because, you know, cars are never that easy, like ever that easy. So yeah, let me get all of them out here. I'll talk to you guys in a second. Alright, got all the spark plugs out. I got them all lined up here with the boots. This boot right here is broken. Shows somebody's probably been in here. But these spark plugs, they don't, see if I can get that to focus here. They don't look new. I say that, they don't look new. They also have a bit of carbon on them. I notice this one's a little wet. Doesn't smell terrible. I'm worried about it being oil, but you see this one's a little glistening, a little wet. Could be a bad sign. So could also just be the valve cover seal leaking. I'm not sure. Does definitely look like it's been running rich. So you can tell there's that soot on there. Which, I mean, with the misfire, that's kind of, you know, expected. But the fact that these all look sooty, it does lead me to believe this might be an issue. Just maybe, just maybe. I'll have to do some tests and figure it out. By the way, it is hot here. It is, what, middle of September, August? I forget now. And still 90, 87, almost 90. So I'm baking alive out here trying to get these out and look at them, but I'm doing it. I'm getting there. It's all for the sake of money, so. Okay, so messily, I got all the parts kind of lined up here. Engine cover, the radiator cover. Ignore the mess, but I got everything lined up here. I'm probably gonna put all the parts I take off right here. Get that out of the way. Front of the Corvette, 81 Corvette. This thing, I mean, if I really enjoy taking videos, I might do some updates on the progress I got on this thing, but it's all slanted because ain't no transmission in it. So you see my old pressure plate here. So many hot spots on it. Clutch was worn. To be honest, I don't think I'm that bad of a manual driver, so it probably wasn't me who did that. So don't go blaming me. So I'm better than that. As for this though, it's time to work on the next bank. See what these ones back here, which I have a feeling are gonna be a headache. I'm gonna have to at least take off some of the vacuum lines, and then this, I'm assuming is some sort of fuel regulator, or, because yeah, it looks like it goes here into some sort of vacuum lines for the, no, wait. No, back to the intake. I think it's an EGR solenoid. Really, really small lines here. I'm not sure. It's some sort of solenoid, so I gotta get that out of the way to get back there, so hop to it. Never forget to bag and tag. I gotta throw all these bolts and nuts in here because I will lose them if I don't. So, very important step. Never forget this. Typical me fashion. Dropped one of my tools down there. Dropped a socket down there. You'll never believe it was a 10mm. So I gotta fish it out. After a while of looking, I can't find it. I can't find the 10mm. Did what it does best and it disappeared on me. So I'm hoping as I take more of this stuff off here, I'll get a better look, because I heard it, you know, ding, 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 but never hit the ground. So the worst case scenario possible, really hoping getting this off will give me a clear shot. So I do have another 10mm, so I'm just gonna use that and figure it out, but one roadblock of many. This one bolt takes forever. See, it's right behind this thing. Got the other, there's one here, here, and here. Got these undone. There's this, you see it right back there. One last bolt. It's a headache. So I'm gonna keep pushing at it, but swivel sockets aren't the easiest, so take a bit. Got it out. Just took a little bit of convincing, but time to go in the bag. Okay, so from what I see, this is some sort of EGR valve. It's connected on through the bottom by two nuts there. Hopefully, if I take those off, I can take this whole thing off, not have to deal with it anymore. Got that off. I had to be super careful not to drop that nut same way I did my 10mm down there, because I probably wouldn't have been able to find it again. But now I think I freed up enough room. There's going to be a couple bolts back there. I could probably slide my socket down in there and get them out. don't know if you can see due to the time lapse, but if I just kind of pulled on this little EGR valve a little more, the whole bracket slides out along with the valve itself. So I really was trying to work around them when I should have just tugged on them and they would have come out. Anyway, clearance is good. 2 bolts left. I'll be ready. Ooh, shiny. Okay, got this one out. Yet again, doesn't look terrible. It's doesn't look super old and worn. I have to keep an eye on it. With a little bit of backstory on this car, I bought it off this dude. It was his mother's, I believe. His mother passed away of old age. He got the car. It sat for 2 years because right as he was driving it, it started to have all these issues. He just gave up, left it there. So sitting for 2 years, and here I am buying it, trying to fix it. The dude said he had a list of repairs he did before he let the car sit. I do have that list. It is in the glove box. I'll have to look at it, because if it says that these were repaired, I might have to get back to the drawing board, but I'm not completely sure, because this one does look newer. At least a little bit newer than the older ones. We'll see by the spark plugs though, so we'll get to that. All right, bad news. I manhandled this one right there. You can see I've broken it. So I got some needles. I'm kind of dig between the side here. Hopefully pop them out. I'll give a few tries off camera, see what I can do. But yeah, no, this one is stuck in there. So that's not a good sign at all. And that might be a sign that these haven't been touched in a very long time. You can see, if you look back there, there's also some oil. So it might be that this gasket hasn't been touched in a long time too. You know, this one might have been replaced. Maybe the coil packs might have been replaced. I don't know, but these definitely look old. So you guys saw that. Well, at least I see it, but yeah, no, that's a good example of what I'm good at doing. So here, let me get that. Got it out. It took me about, what, 15, 20 minutes? So what I ended up doing, can't really tell that well, is I sprayed a little PB blaster down through the sides, and then I grabbed a needle nose, clamped around the edges, and then I grabbed a channel lock and locked it onto the needle nose and pulled both out. It worked after 5 or so tries, but yeah, no, definitely took some time, and this thing is destroyed. So I'm gonna have to buy a new one. Obviously, new spark plugs, new wires, and I'll figure out for those if I need to buy new ones. So get back to it. You'll never guess. Same thing happened to this one. These things are stuck in there. Trying to rip them out. Some of them go just fine. These two give me issues. So, fighting it forever. Finally got it out. Definitely gonna have to buy new ones, because these are not gonna cut it. And I'm not gonna throw these broken ones back in. That's just asking for more trouble. So, buy those. Whew, I'm sorry, I gotta catch my breath. Well, yeah, now that they're out, let's take the spark plugs out, and that's probably gonna be it for the day. I have to be leaving for my mother's house in about 30, 45 minutes or so. So I'm gonna have to get those spark plugs out, call it a day, and the video be all set. Okay, this is what I had dreaded. We got it in order. I set them down, I was facing the other way, but now I'm sitting down because I'm tired. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4 on that bank. If it can focus, these things are ugly and unfortunately wet with something. You can see it on my finger. I'm not sure if it's gas yet or if it's oil. It looks like oil. So this might be a head gasket repair. And that's kind of what I, was already prepared for. So I'm not really that shocked. The full gasket kit's maybe about 120 bucks online. It's all about the labor, and that gives me a reason to make these videos. So if it was just spark plugs, that would be a little too easy, I feel like. So all of these, this is disgusting, and these might genuinely be just old, but let me take a sniff here. Yeah, they got oil all over them. You can see it all over the base, all over the threads. These things are fouled, caking in oil. So, moments like these, I really wish I had a scope so I can go down there and take a look. I doubt at 100,000 miles it's the rings causing this or the valve seals, but yeah, look, this one's terrible. It's got, I don't know if that's carbon or something, but it's just gunk caked all over it. So these are, these are our problem sides, and that smells like oil. So we know what side's the issue. Bank 1 wasn't misfiring. I believe bank 2 head gasket is blown. So obviously, since we're gonna be down there, we're gonna replace both head gaskets, take both heads off. It's gonna be a big project. I don't know. I'm excited to get to work because I really think I could flip this thing around. $800, a couple, maybe a days of labor in total, and I can sell this for triple, quadruple because the body is in such good condition. But yeah, as we can see, there's some signs of bad in there. While driving it wasn't blowing any smoke out the back. So I don't want to jump too heavy into conclusions. Let's see if I can get this here in the light here. Where's the light? There it is. Focus. Oh no. Yeah, see, there you go. You can kind of focus now. And you really see it's just shiny and not so good. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have to end all this here, end today's work here. I am exhausted, covered in dirt. Taking those off is way harder than I expected it to be. Mostly because that passenger side, those the plug wires were cooked in there, just those front two. So that was a nightmare getting those out. But other than that, it was pretty painless. But yeah, no, I'm excited for this project. I already knew kind of from the beginning that I'd be doing something big with this. I knew for 800 bucks, a Cadillac for 800 bucks with a V8 in it wasn't going to be just spark plugs and I can sell. In order for it to really be worth it, it would be, a head gasket repair and making sure that those timing chains aren't, incredibly loose. I don't know the issues for timing chains, especially on these. I don't know if it's a really big common issue or if they're fine. But yeah, all of this is going to need to be worked on and need to be done, and I'm prepared for that. So yeah, I'll dig deeper, find out. We'll get it done. So